My name is Jason Trevethick. I'm the Executive Director for Paxus, and I've been with the business for 19 years. I started out as a Senior Account Manager and Account Director. I later moved into a State Management role for Victoria, then became the Regional Director for ACT and Victoria before moving into the Managing Director role, and later became the Executive Director for AdCorp Staffing Services. How did I get first involved in the industry? I was coming back from the UK. I've been doing sales for a lot of my career, through doing sponsorship and event management. When I got to Australia, I started looking around in that market for something a little bit similar. I had some key contacts or friends of mine who were working in the recruitment industry, which sounded incredibly exciting. Lucky for me, they managed to introduce me to someone who was looking around who specialised in the SAP market. And I ended up working in that career in there for 4 years as an SAP specialist, starting as a recruiter and then working my way up for an account manager, before being approached by someone in Paxus who started talking about what they were about. Much bigger organisation, sounded really exciting about what they're doing. I started looking around a little bit in the market to see what other opportunities were out, not just at the Paxus side. When I did actually end up with 2 offers, one with Paxus and one with a competitor, I did weigh them up. When I was going through the interview process, one of the questions I asked was, what was the average tenure of an account manager? The clear answer from Paxus was 7 years at the time, average tenure. The average tenure from the competitor was less than 2. So I signed for Paxus and didn't look back. My first placement in Paxus, I do remember that very, very fondly, or maybe not so fondly. I made a contract placement after about 5 weeks of being in Paxus. I was pretty excited that I'd made my first deal pretty quickly. I was celebrating the win, I think, before I'd even finished putting it into the system. Unfortunately for me, when I was putting it into the system, I realised that I'd also given the margin away to the contractor, and the client wouldn't budge, and the contractor stuck around for about 2 years. So I had a contractor for 2 years with no margin. Yeah, Paxus changed a lot in 19 years. We've gone through GFCs, we've had of late COVID, and then all the fun in between, the ups and downs of the general market, the different swings in government and economy, and changes around that. The speed and the change that we've faced in our own industry really does impact the way we operate as well. Paxus is a massive brand. It's been around for 50 years, and we've had the ability to try different things. Some of them we've been very successful in, other things we've failed in, but we've learned a lot from that. Of late we've created our own talent solutions business, which is going great guns at the moment, and we continue to offer our technology and digital services and our specialisations. So it's exciting times ahead. Yeah, it's a hard one, looking at the fondest memories over the last 19 years. Hard to remember back that far in actual fact. I think, the piece I enjoy the most in Paxus is working with the people. We celebrate the successes when we have them. We also support each other when we don't. And I think that still sticks in my mind. We have quota clubs when we're winning. We have sales conferences to share and network with each other. Sometimes we don't have those successes, and sometimes, but the support is always there. We go out, we like to celebrate, we like to play hard, we like to win, and that's really enjoyable. The place is really like a family. Paxus is a very special place and a very special brand in my heart, and I love every day I come in here. Some of the biggest lessons I've learned in Paxus. First one is absolutely leave your ego at the door. The second one is bring passion, and bring it every day. We had an amazing bunch of people, and the key pieces and the key learnings from all that I've been here is to collaborate. A very knowledgeable bunch of people. The more we work together, the stronger we are. Favourite project and initiative? Right now we're working on one I think is really exciting, which is our contractor engagement project. What we're doing is bringing all of our functions together and working with our contractor community to form what I think is going to be an industry-leading contractor engagement program.